Who would have guessed? Melting inside is such a common thing in England. It's like 30 degrees in here, and in the car it feels like 40, and the sun is radioactive because we're so north, so north, that it makes you feel like you're burning. But luckily today we're not in Britain. Today we're in the beautiful land of Austria, the nation which did not exist in World War II, which actually exists currently for reasons. Now, Austria in World War II, like I said, didn't actually do that much. They did not exist, just like the Czechs. Today, we're gonna review the Austrians, mainly due to the fact that the Austrians actually doesn't exist in this game because the Germans actually don't have a focus tree in this game, and also the AI can actually do focus trees because AI would be quite OP if they actually knew how to do focus trees. Now, as the Austrians, we bought about roughly a bajillion nation, but bajillion of the nations are in the Balkans. This means they should be pretty easy to conquer. Not pretty easy to conquer, it's more like pretty easy to go to arms and conquer. So we see the strategy here is to declare war on Romania, call Czechoslovakia and Hungary into a war with Romania, and then declare war on Czechoslovakia or Hungary, which their troops should be in Romania, and then they fight it out, and then I get some land, and then after that I declare war on the other remaining power, and if so, I maybe even conquer Serbia too. And hopefully today's video doesn't go like the Italian video, which I went from Rome all the way to France, Britain, Iceland, yada yada yada, went everywhere. I basically did a world tour, only besides South America and Asia. But as the Austrians, we have unique templates. The first two are not that unique. It's just an infantry and a cavalry, which cavalry will be our main pushing force. The Jaeger division, which would be probably useless. Anyway, back to my point of Jaeger division, the newest, grandest, mispronounced name in the world. The Jaeger division costs 400 manpower, 30 infantry equipment, and also 14 artillery. But unfortunately in Austria, we don't have artillery, so that means we can spend our artilleries on something very useful. I mean, say you accidentally produce artillery instead of infantry equipment, and oh wait, you only have one factory to start with. Alright, good luck playing Austria. But we do start with a sizable military of 5 divisions, which is less than all of our neighbors, because we're smack dab between two holy hell OP neighbors and some random Balkan states which actually have more divisions than me, because they're larger than me, and yes, we just lost a war. A questionable piece of information brought by the Ethiopian delegate at the Congress of Vienna. They're asking me to join the Chinese, not sure. Let's go Balkan War. I'm in the Chinese front now. That's right, I'm Chinese. Apparently with Albania and Ethiopia. After some totally historical adding to the Chinese in their front, I think it's time to declare war on Romania and call in the Czechs and the Hungarians. So mind if I say the Czechs are a bit hungry. Okay, there we go. Romania has won to the Hungarians. They have left basically no divisions on the border. Yes, they have left no divisions on the border, which means it's fun time, my friends. I'm gonna declare war on you, and then hopefully call you into a war with, King of Hungary, and then hopefully everything goes swimmingly. The defense of Romania, 1936, color rise, with the glorious Kingdom of Hungary and divisions defending the streets of Romania against the onward Bulgarian onslaught. But unfortunately, Bulgaria has managed and pushed. Oh, never mind. Scratch that. I have pushed actually. I pushed into Hungary. Yay. And you know what? I think it's a wonderful and a great time to declare war on Czechoslovakia. Meanwhile, whatever the hell is going on here. Oh, there we go. Most of Austria, Hungary united finally, besides Serbia, of course, because Serbians were rebellious, and I, quite frankly, did not want to be shot by a man called Franz. A short summary, the Kingdom of Hungarians are not excited Bulgaria, which I am gonna crush very soon. Which, never mind, the friendly Yugoslavians, just took out Hungary for me. How nice of you to take out my prize territory, you could say. Uh-oh. I saw this coming, but not that quickly. My divisions are currently stuck in Hungary. Nope, they're not. Yeah, I should be able to push. that. I may need help. And just to relieve with the war effort, I'll call my best friend Yugoslavian to war with Italy because he took my godforsaken Bulgarian land. But speaking of Chinese, looks like Mr. Stalin is actually doing quick work of... Never mind. Stalin was doing quick work of the whatever the hell is left of the UK army / Afghanistan until the UK did a little AI tactic called just somehow phasing through enemy troops. And up though, looks like Britain forgot to secure the Egyptian holding, and now it is vulnerable to Italian expedition. And also Albania too, but luckily I called Serbia into a war, so hopefully they should be able to defend against this. Okay, the Italian front is holding pretty well, and hopefully it holds as well. Well, there goes Croatia, which hopefully does not hindrance the fact that I have only 0 divisions in Hungary, which there are more divisions in Croatia than Hungary. Hopefully the Serbians can actually defend, but looking at their army, which is completely in Bulgaria, probably not. The major of Croatia, it leaves 1 province undefended. Venice. I mean, I can hopefully snipe Venice for me and myself and my glorious Austrian kingdom. Wait, the entire kingdom is actually undefended. I can actually snipe the entire Italian peninsula and maybe even the entire Italian empire for myself. That's wonderbar. I bring grim news. Hungary has been taken by the Italians. Unfortunately, we actually managed to take Venice. But no, Hungary has won. But hey, at least we just took Venice, and basically Italy is ours. But the brave Austrian soldiers will prevail against the might of Italia, and we will secure our destiny in the world as the world's best major power. You hear me? I just took Rome. Screw you, Benito Mussolini, with your 0 divisions in Libya. But let's just say Austria-Hungary has been formed within 9 months of gameplay, actually. Quite impressive. Yugoslavia has been weakened. Okay, never mind. Okay. What the hell? I was gonna say that Yugoslavia was weakened by the war, as you can see, with 0 divisions in Serbia, and 0 divisions Albania, and 0 divisions in Bulgaria. That shows how weak they are, because Albania is mine, and the great Austrian Empire would tremble over you. And there we go. Yugoslavia crushed under the boots of Austria, gaining 27 factories out of that. The Soviet tanks landing in British Columbia, facing the Canadian divisions, which are actually non-existent, because guess what? Colony. But after conquering basically Yugoslavia or Serbia, if you prefer any of those, we have basically formed the Austro-Hungarian Empire or the Austrian Empire. I'm now with German Reich. Flip. I have prepared for this, but not as the extent of really that much. I have just started training my division. But I have noticed that Berlin is very weakly defended. Poland is to be said otherwise. But also Lithuania is a part of the German Reich for some reason. But yes, my point is that Prussia is pretty much undefended, and I have some divisions that are ready to be crushing the undefended. Yes, I have basically caused the destruction of Germany with Swiss troops invading Germany, and Germany actually struggling in France, and also Belarus actually not doing that well for Germany, despite seeming like doing very well. It's not doing that well. So Germany was basically screwed when they actually declared war on Austria for the Anschluss. Fall of France finally, after so many battles and so much lives lost. 4 divisions have entered France, and Germany actually owns about 6 divisions only currently. I know it's sad, but that's what happened when you go and mess with Austria. And in other news, Germany, that's right, the entire German starting provinces has indeed been taken by me. Okay, but luckily I do have divisions to kick the Germans out of France and liberate the world, just like that. World liberated. Am I right, Mr. Cowboy Division? Speaking of Austrian Empire, I'm gonna click my special little button, which will turn me monarchist. That's right, I am now the Austrian Empire being led by Otto von Habsburg, monarchist, and the Chinese front also being called the Austrian Empire. But that flag looks quite weird, so I'm going to change it now. Change it a little bit, now it looks better. But anyways, we are now the Austrian Empire being led by Otto von Habsburg, and I just repeated everything and also defeating Joe. Not this one though. The rivalry begins again. Okay, with the fall of Germany and, fall of Switzerland too, I'm gonna end this video and just say, wow, Austria is just such a fun nation. Am I right, Mr. Otto von Habsburg? I know you just got elected into power like 2 weeks ago, but now you're in charge of the entire Austrian Empire. Alright, goodbye.